Hello everyone, welcome back to the Chef Somji Singh channel. Today video we're gonna talk about tandoor. Most awaited video. Everybody has been asking that can you make one video on tandoor section, how we work on tandoor and what things we have to keep in mind when we work on tandoor, especially in Indian restaurants, or even what equipments we use in commercial kitchen and how we handle them, about those ones. So this is video is all about tandoor, and when you work on tandoor section or you already have focused on that section particularly, what question can be asked, how you need to respond them, and how you can pass this test. So let's get started about this information that whenever you work on tandoor section, you should know basic things about how to operate the tandoor, how to turn it on, how to check the temperature, how to cool down the temperature, and how to handle the heat, right? In case of emergency, what actions you can take or what steps you can take to control the hazard. When assessor comes to your restaurants, you working on Indian section or you working on tandoor section, you need to make sure that you have to show that your skills, what you are doing on tandoor sections. Always keep those tasks pending when assessor come and observe you in the kitchen. If I work in a tandoor, what I suggest you is you should keep small prep for that day, that you can show your assessor that what you do on tandoor. In that, what I'll do is, like, you can cut chicken in front of him, or you can cut already chicken and leave it aside, put it in the cool room and put the labels on top. You can make the marinations, keep it labeled and keep it in the cool room. When assessor comes, you take out the chicken, you take out the marination, wash your hands, you put the gloves and just marinate the chicken and cover it, put the label, put it back to the fridge. That you can do it in front of your assessor. And make sure in that process you have to wash your hands completely, and you should use very you can also be aware about cross contamination. You should also keep that in mind. Secondly, you can do some your prep, such as you can do garnishes, tandoor garnishes. You can wash the salad. If you use the salad, you can cut the lemon wedges for your garnishes. You can make the white sauce, you can make the mint sauce. These are the prep you can follow. If you not working on tandoor, you don't want to show him tandoor, that how you skewer on chickens, paneers or seekh kebab, anything you don't want to show him, you can follow these preps. And apart from that, when it comes to the naan bread or when it comes to the temperature, you have to be aware of. This is mostly the temperature about tandoor. If you are making naan bread, then tandoor temperature is always high. My favorite temperature on tandoor, when I deal with the naan breads, I always keep tandoor temperature is between 250 to 350. Some people say 400, 450, but no, 400 is really high temperature, and you cannot produce quality naan bread on this temperature. It will cook from the front, but it will be raw from the back. So the best temperature, which I reckon, it is 250 to 350 degree temperature. Once you heat the tandoor, like usually they can ask you how long you heat the tandoor to get all the walls heated. In this, if I'm in your place, I would say between 30 to 45 minutes I usually heat the temperature on full flame until all the walls get heated, and after that I bring it to the medium temperature, that all the walls get medium temperature and it manage all over the walls, like all around the tandoor. So where the certain temperature would be there, which is about 300 to 350. And when it's busy, I can also reckon when it's busy, if I feel like tandoor is getting low temperature, I'll just push the lever bit up and I can increase the heat. So by doing this, my tandoor temperature will rise up and it will not affect my naan breads. Then second comes is all your tikkas, all your whole chickens, all your kebabs, all your paneer tikkas, all your chicken seekh kebabs, lamb seekh kebab, what you make on skewers. It's about that. So in this, when you make any kebabs in tandoor, so make sure kebabs, it has moisture, and when you cook with the moisture, it takes time, right? Usually, especially when we deal with the meat, it takes time to cook. So you have to make sure when you cook the meat on the skewers, the first of all, the skewer has to go inside the meat. Why? Because when you put skewer inside the meat, what happens is the meat will stick with the skewer. So skewer will get heat up once it goes to the tandoor. So it will get heated up. Once it get heated up, it will cook chicken from inside as well. Which means after 15 to 20 minutes, when you take out the chicken will be cooked from inside and outside. And top of that, if your temperature is not okay or not right, then chicken will be overcooked from the outside and it will be raw from inside. Then there is a problem. Then again you go for microwave. In the microwave you heat it up, then chicken loses moisture and it get more stingy or it rubbery. So you don't want to do that your chicken. You don't want to do anything with that bad with your chicken. So I highly recommend the temperature of cooking all the tikkas, all the kebabs is 180 degree to 240 degree is the best temperature to cook your all the tikkas. So make sure, if I keep it tandoor, I always keep between 180 to 200 degree. If I need it, like there are so many, then I can go up to 240. But rather I will keep always between 180 to 240. So in that, your tikka will not burn. You don't have to put, or you don't have to wrap aluminium foil on the top of your chicken or your meat. It will be clearly nicely get cooked on that temperature. And after that, many of them, what they do is they always keep their temperature high when they cook tikkas or when they make naan breads. And apart from that, they always, once they take the chicken tikka from the tandoor, they always hang on the top. Like the skewers, they hang on the front of the tandoor. That is not a right thing. Why? Because when you take out your chicken from your tandoor, it's fully done, right? It's nearly 80 to 85% is already cooked. When you take it out and hang it front of the tandoor, then what happens is chicken losing its minerals and its moisture, because all the water which is juiciness chicken has, it all goes down, it all reduced it, because it's already sitting hot section, it's already sitting front of tandoor. Apart from that, all the juice is dripping down, and most importantly, the skewer is still hot and chicken is also being cooked inside. So you don't want to do that, right? So first of all, if you already have done or you cooked your chicken, always take it out all the chicken from the skewer, so the cooking process will stop, right? And apart from that, whenever you take out, always give a cut in the chicken or in the middle, so you check if it's already turned white inside, then it's already cooked. And you can also check the temperature. This is very important. And you cooking for the next day, so always make sure you put between 70 to 75% of chicken. Don't fully cook it, otherwise it will lose its moisture and it will be overcooked, and next morning when you heat it up, it will just not taste that good as you have the fresh one. So these things about the tandoor which you always have to keep in your mind. Or apart from that, when you put any skewers in the tandoor, make sure your tandoor has to be nicely clean, and it has to be sanitized as well. Where you make the naan bread, that section has to be separate, not mix with the gluten and your naan bread together, right? So some people, if somebody has allergies in your restaurants, or any customer comes with a gluten free and you are using same skewers and the dusting of flour is already going on the skewers, it can be cross contamination. Examiner can see that and you can be in trouble. So I highly suggest you just keep those ones separate and never mix or never use the same hand with the which you're handling making naan bread, and same way you just taking out skewer and just putting your chicken skewers and just putting in a tandoor. It is not a right habit, or it's not a right practice. So whenever you work in a kitchen, so always follow these practices, and it can help you a lot. If anything still left, if any other questions like how do you clean tandoor, that is also a question asked. So usually you can see that once we turn it off, we come next morning, we take out all the plates out, and we dispose that ash into the bin. So if you have the charcoal one, so you can say like every morning when we come, we always take the ash out and we put the charcoal new one and we just heat it up. So this process we do it. That's all you can say about this. So also not only about tandoor. When you work in Indian kitchen, they can ask you about fryer, they can ask you about tandoor, they can also ask you about curry section or pan section. So you should be familiar with all the equipments, all the menus, and all the sections in your kitchen. That is very important, and you should have the knowledge of those sections, right? So any question can be asked. It's not particularly about the tandoor. They can ask you any question. I hope this video helps you, and if you haven't liked yet, subscribe yet, you can subscribe it. Many people watch video, but many few like the video. If you like the video, that will be great appreciation for me, and it boosts me. I have to bring more videos similarly content for you guys. Till then, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the new video. Till then, bye bye and have a lovely day. Cheers.
Some days I say you're the one I hate, but I wake up in your bed again. Some days I say I will run away, but it's all a lie, 'cause I always stay. It's all a lie, 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 I always stay. Is it right? Is it wrong? I don't care, it feels way too good. Is it right? Is it wrong? Your lips heal